Banner Podcast. Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend.
Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering,
Does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
oh, we're here. Am I supposed to be hearing something? You're so selfish. Selfish.
What up? Welcome to Brewing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rocking and the brew. Well, that'd be the fuel. I'm your host, Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, y'all?
Hi.
Why you say it like that?
Where's Lou?
Shout out to Lou Belgium. Happy birthday. It is his birthday today, February 22nd. So shout out to him. When we are recording, hope he is having a wonderful birthday this afternoon, this morning, this evening.
Shout out to Juju.
But we do have shout out to Juju.
Yeah.
Our cousin's birthday is tomorrow. It's a lot of birthdays in February.
I know. Shit.
So people, I don't know. I can't do the math that quickly. In nine months from here, with a lot of people imagine during that time.
I didn't know that's where you was going with that.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the math on it. 9 months from February. Like, I don't know what it is.
I ain't gonna try.
Right. I mean, it's been about 2 weeks. So, but also shout out to Human Robot. They celebrated their 6th anniversary 2 weeks ago, as well as Victory is hitting 30. I think they hit. Shout out to them for 30 years in this craft beer game. We did have an opportunity to go out and check out their celebration, I guess, for 30 years. Also, 215 Day, because they had the collaboration with Visit Philadelphia that they did as well, releasing their Philly First Pale Ale to the public. Definitely a good beer, especially for the season we are in. With I guess is it Philly 250, America 250?
Yeah, America 250.
Because but there's also was Delaware Beer Week this past week as well, and they had Delaware 250. So I guess they consider everybody who was here when it first started 250. Yeah, because that would make sense.
I guess the start of America. Yeah, America.
Yeah, if you were here if you were here. Yeah, well, we also did have our beer week. So shout out to Out and About who puts that together. We had some breweries that were participating. Autumn March had their hibernation night, which had all these good stouts, I guess, high ABV stouts, sure. So if you love good stout, I'm sure they still have some on tap. If not, or in there, they did bottle a couple of them. So if you are in the area, definitely check them out. All right, but we also got a great show for you this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whenever you're listening. For all our fraternal brewers and brewzettes, we are glad you are back with us again today. And for our first-time listeners, that don't sound so enthusiastic.
Yay.
But for our first-time visitors or listeners or watchers, because I have been putting them up, so they are on YouTube.
You're so proud of yourself. It's so funny.
Sometimes take some time to put those joints up.
Yeah.
Especially, and it shouldn't, but actually, no, it does, because if we are out and about, sometimes I'll be like, should I put it up? Even though I didn't love the way it came out in terms of visually. So sometimes I try to edit that. And once I be like, give up on that, then I just say, I'm just going to put the audio up and keep it moving. So that's kind of how that works.
Whatever works for you.
All right, but we do appreciate people who listen or watch on the channel. But also, I just realized I just got an email. I know Spotify already does it, but Apple will also start doing. You can watch the video or the audio while you're watching your podcast right on your phone. So there you go. Without going to YouTube, Spotify already does it for some of their things. If you love the video, but now Apple will be doing the same as well. So that'll be. Yeah, I think video podcasts are the new thing.
Yeah, because I listen. Like my main platform to listen to anything on really is Spotify, right? And like I didn't think it would make a difference, but yeah, being able to see the video on Spotify makes a huge difference because you have the option to look at it and you have the option to listen to it. And sometimes you might have the time to look at it in one moment, but then the next couple minutes you might have something to do. And so you could just listen to it. And so,
right. And I know you watch your favorite podcast on there, Kiki Palmer. I love Kiki Palmer. I think her podcast is great.
Oh,
yeah. We do have a great show for you this morning evening. We got two gentlemen who are stirring stuff up here in the Delaware brew scene for sure. And we're expecting great things coming from them now and in the future. So we do have Darius and Travis of Gypsum Love Brewing. Let me bring them in the podcast. Give them a round of applause.
Clap. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Thank you.
Yes, welcome to the podcast. Before we get into everything, we always like to know what everybody is drinking on. So what are we drinking today? We always start with our guests. So what are y'all drinking today?
Man. I'm gonna let Travis go.
Sipping on this Threat Brewing double IPA. Yeah.
You gotta tell them about Threat real quick.
Look, that's your guys.
Man, Threat's got this thing where you can only get beer for like 30 seconds like they Jordans.
Damn.
And, like crazy. And I stumbled on one. So
that's Jim, right?
I like Jordans. I like that. I had to figure that out. So
great color.
Yeah, they're doing good things, but that's not Delaware. That's not us. So
yeah,
baby shout out.
I think we had Jim on the podcast a couple of years ago. At this point, before he was Threat, he was somewhere else that we won't name. I don't know if they have beef.
What was it?
I'll tell you later.
That's a whole nother story.
Throw it in the combo.
Don't be scared.
No. What's this? This is Resurrection. It's a spot. It's like one of the first breweries I ever went to in Baltimore. They just closed last week.
Oh, shit.
Listen, they call it Resurrection. He might be back.
This is one of the first breweries that I knew that got sued by a celebrity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So this is what is this thing? It's like a 12% German ale. Tastes like it's 1% because our tolerance is like crazy high from beer week. It tastes like tap water.
Oh man!
Yeah, shout out to Resurrection, man. I wish all of you guys the best.
Shout out to Resurrection. It tastes like tap water.
Tap water, right?
Well, maybe like it might be a gimmick. It might be a ploy because they are called Resurrection. Maybe they close and they come back. Like they
nah. They close for real.
That'd be lit if they just have closeout sales like Foreman Mills.
That'd be crazy.
They never close, and they just be like, "Yeah, we close."
Yeah, they needed you on marketing on this one. That'd be
fantastic.
Yeah, they got boards on the windows.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
They done rented that out to Section 8 already, man. It's gone.
Or that could be for the storm. That could be weather in the storm.
Could be.
Man, words on the window. What was the ABV on the first one? I don't know if I heard that one. On the Threat beer.
This is I gotta check. 8%.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, she's packing a little bit.
I think this one's like 10.5. Oh no, it's 7. I lied.
7?
Okay.
Well, I had 2 of them, so 14.
There you go. Man. All right, yo, you drinking on something?
Yo, actually, I am. I don't know why I'm doing this to my life, but I got this this bake club, the coconut custard pie from Dewey. Dewey Beer Cup. Shout out to Dewey. You know, those are people's. This is toasted coconut with vanilla and graham crackers, and it tastes like all the above. It really does. But this is a it's sweet. It's sweet. A lot of their beers are sweet, but it is on the sweeter side. But I mean, it's a good stout though. It's nice and dark. That's what it look like in the glass, nice and dark. But it is a little sweet. But that's why I like it. I got that Negro palate, so yeah,
man.
It's good.
Darius is not a sweet beer guy at all, but bro, I tell him sweet beer sells. So we definitely putting something out there.
It does sell. I mean, it's because it's. I don't know. I think because sometimes when people think of beer, they only think of a certain flavor. So when it gets sweet, then it's a little different for them. So yeah. But shout out to Dewey. I would pass me another of these, of course, but I can't drink too many. It's a 12%.
Yeah. All right.
I'm slow.
There we go. Yeah, I guess we all are making bad decisions because I actually did not realize how high this ABV was. But this is 12.9. This is actually from First State. It is their old friends. It's a Dubai style chocolate stout. Dubai style chocolate stout. Yeah, there you go. So it has
like the Dubai chocolate, Joe?
Yeah, so rich chocolate, sweet vanilla, and toasted pistachio.
Okay.
12.9%. The hops are nuggets. The grains are two-row, Maris Otter, and chocolate roasted barley. They give you all the information. That's one thing I do like about First State. They put everything you need to know about in that beer.
You can remake the beer yourself. All the shit they put on it.
I will give them love for their labels. I think they got some great labels.
They do. But does it taste like the Dubai chocolate?
It's not super sweet. I thought it would be sweeter. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet. So it is a nice, but it's I think I was supposed to let it warm up a little more. It says drink at 45. So I got to put my hands on it a little bit to get it warm up.
Not like that though. You just use one hand, bro. Like don't even.
Yo, you was on camera on the May show. They had something to say.
Yo, Rob. All right, that's enough, man. Come on, man.
But there's a slight nuttiness to it, so I guess that is the pistachio.
You need to grow up.
I'm not the one. Y'all need to grow up. I was just drinking my beer.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely a child over here. I'm a child.
I'm just trying to warm it up to get to 45 degrees. So I'm gonna let it sit. I tasted it now. It has some chocolate notes to it. There's a slight nuttiness. So I'm gonna see what it tastes like when I let it sit a little bit and let it breathe a little bit and see where it's at. But it is 12.9%. But right now, just for drinking purposes, I mean, 12.9 is just one beer, but I'll pass me another for.
Yeah, you would get it again. Just not you wouldn't drink two at a time. Like
I wouldn't drink two at a time.
Yeah,
not advisable.
A lot of those are novelty beers, man. Like I just can't see. You know, when you think about beers on tap, I would never order that on tap. I would get a can and take it home and have it one time. You imagine somebody like, I'll take a 20-ounce pour of the chocolate triple stout at 14%.
You gotta drive home, yo.
Like,
nobody's. I don't even think any brewers will pour a 20 ounce of that. That's crazy.
Nah, hell no.
That'd be nuts.
I mean, I've seen places where people have ordered like 13% more than 13% more than once, and I think they were walking, so maybe that's why.
You're asking to get your license taken. Like,
listen,
we just went to Banana Hammock, got some Banana Hammock a couple.
That's pretty good. That
was good. That's good. Very good.
You get two 10-ounce pours. That's it. No more.
That's
13, 14%.
Yeah.
I used to be against the high ABV, but it's nice to get the high ABV home. Just a bit slow, man. Take your time.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Yeah, shout out to Crooked Hemp as well, because we had a chance to go down there too and try the new. I guess it's the new recipe. I don't know if it's the new recipe, but I know it's back because it's been about a year since it's been there, so it is back.
Yeah,
it tastes like a new recipe to me.
All right. Also, shout out to Porch Beer USA, Keith and Coop. This is their glass that I'm drinking out of, and that's the stout right there. Yeah, made fun of me. I had lost my my thought when I was holding my glass.
You was gonna give me a shout out, but you was never mind.
All right. Once again, we want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. And once again, we're gonna get another round of applause if you can.
Yay. I can hear it somewhat.
And like they say, we want to know who you are, how you got into the thing. So the proverbial floor is yours. Y'all's.
Who wants to start?
You can go.
We moved to Delaware probably 11 years ago. And was the only black friend I had up here. That's how it happened. He was kind of into gadgets. I remember having like this super large phone, like phablet.
Yeah, it's like an LG, wasn't it?
It was a Nokia.
And
everybody was teasing me. He was the only one that was like, yo, that phone's kind of dope. And then, 10 years later, he was like, yo, let's open up a brewery. And I'm like, all right, let's go. No. So like we stayed in touch. We worked together for a while. Our families were cool for a while. We always wanted to not work for somebody else, figure something out. And we were always kind of beer snobs. So probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah, good 5.
We had another buddy who brewed. And, we all would go out to happy hour. And it's like, hey, my dad makes beer. And Travis was like, oh, I like to make beer. And I was like, well, all right. So we tried to make some beer. We failed, tried again, failed. And then I built a system that used like ChatGPT and AI to make beer because I didn't really know what I was doing about 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And our other buddy, decided he was going to go back to school and hang out with the family. So we were 2. And then kept trying. Travis and I kept trying. And then like 2.5 years ago, the beer got good. And I was like, man, this is pretty good. And then he was like, yo, let's open up a brewery. And I was like, yo. And then, go ahead. You can tell
Listen, Darius moved here, 11 years ago. I'm older than him. I moved here, it was damn near 30 years ago, honestly.
Oh,
here in,
you're from Delaware.
96. Yeah. So, Darius, I met Darius. We worked, like you said, we worked at CarMax together. I don't know if I can drop corporate names, but it was like a little window, we hung out. And everything else, he said else is absolutely true. But I will say it was a first attempt fail. Second attempt was a drinkable zombie fest.
Zombie ale.
Yeah.
It was like a Marzen that we made that we didn't know we had to lager it at the time. And we lagered it by accident.
Yep.
And it turned out great.
It was great.
And we've never made it again.
We sure haven't.
But the zombie beer may come back.
Yeah, I was going to say, got you.
It may make it.
Especially what I already know about when some of these things, it has to make an appearance at that point.
I know. Yeah, I mean,
especially for a target open date, October 31st. So that'd be perfect time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. We just kept making beer. We came up with a little business plan and started talking to people and friends and giving away beer and doing little contests and events around Delaware. And people were like, hey man, this is pretty good. I would pay for this. And then we made it again and we made it again. And I think this flagship hazy that we worked on, I brewed it 20 times before I felt good.
Right.
I brewed it 10 times before I gave it away. I poured out 5, but he was mad as hell because he was like, "It's good beer, man. It's good beer." So after the 15th time, I felt good enough to say, "All right, it's decent." And we gave it to some brewers at breweries that are already around, and they were like, "Oh, who makes this?" I was like, "Well, we did." And we're like,
nice.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah, Darius is definitely the perfectionist when it comes to the beer, which is a good problem to have. I gotta reel him in sometimes and say, listen, this one's ready to go. But the fact he wants to make the best product that he can, I love that.
Man, it's blue magic, man.
And so,
Stand by.
and so we're opening. You're opening this brewery in Delaware, right?
Newport.
In Newport, and neither of y'all are actually from Delaware, right?
Fortunately, no.
Oh man.
So,
I mean, I've been spending almost 30 years. I feel like I'm a native. By
at this
length
point
of time,
here,
I'm honorary at this point. But
no,
not
I guess technically you would be from Delaware if you 1995.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Unless you're like 70, then you have.
Or Benjamin Button has.
Yeah, man. Listen, I got to Delaware. I went to Delaware State, so that's how I got here.
Okay. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
dope.
I'm not from here. I'm from Baltimore. Man.
Yeah.
Delaware's
close
nice.
enough though. I mean, you close enough.
Look, I'm not going home. That's for sure. I never go home.
But why in Newport though?
Price was right. To be honest with you.
Right.
You know, we ran across the deal we couldn't pass up on. It was a perfect opportunity to get started. Happened quicker than we thought it would happen, honestly. But we ran across a great deal. Had to strike while the iron was hot.
No, this wasn't the location. It's not the location where there was an older brewery there, a past brewery, was it?
No.
Okay.
It's not. No,
it's pretty close.
It's fairly close. A couple streets over. I think they were on Water Street. We're on Air Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's crazy. I didn't know.
So we definitely have a beer called Air Gypsum. That's definitely happening.
Yeah, I didn't really know. I didn't know the streets was named like that over there. Water and air.
Yeah, we're waiting for that cease and desist from Nike. That cease and desist from Nike is going to be like 30 pages.
Yeah.
Maybe not. They might not.
As long as you ain't put no Nike check on there, it's like you should be fine. Air is just a word. They don't own it.
Yeah,
it's a completely different spelling.
Hey, look, we under the microscope, and you know why. So I'm cautious.
Let's take me back before we get to even further into the branding and the name of it. Like, how did people always say like, oh, I ain't know black people like beer. Like, how did you two even get into beer? Like, oh, what was that beer that said, oh man, I like this?
I wasn't ready for that question.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Listen, when I was we started. I mean, I personally started out. Me and a buddy of mine down in PG County, man. We, high school, senior year. His dad would have Miller Genuine Draft in the fridge. So we thought that was, the end all be all. MGD. Started with that. When you go off to school, you get a lot of different beers that you taste. When we would go out to the club, it was always a Heineken in the hand, I think more of a fashion statement than anything else because you didn't have an American beer. But when I got up here and started hanging out, and Darius and I would go to beers, Darius was in the beer right away. He started showing me some different things, showing me the IPA, showing me the double dry hopped and all this other thing. I had no idea, but he definitely introduced me to a lot of it. And I started figuring out what I liked.
My journey, most of my friends went to Morgan. I was the only one who went to a school where it was majority white, and they drank beer. That's all they drank. And if you pull it out anything else, like if you pull out Jack, if you pull out Henny, you're getting jokes. So I was like, oh, let me put that away. And we were drinking $1. It was $1 beer night. All the college parties were $1 beer night, Corona, Heineken. I was like, all right. So I continued to do that because it was way cheaper. You go out to a party with your friends and they're drinking whatever, Henny and Coke and all this, and I'm drinking $1 Heinekens, and I walk away with, money left in my pocket. I was like, yeah, why would I drink that? So when I came up here and, trying to find some people who I work with that would go to happy hour, Travis was the only other black guy. So naturally we clicked. And I was always a fan of the science and the mechanics behind how brew systems work. So I always wanted a little bit more. And I found out about IPAs and Belgians and all that stuff just by how they make them. And I was like, well, Travis, let's try this. And he's like, all right, because his personality is like, whatever. And that's dope because you need somebody that's always willing to kind of, take a step. And I don't know, man, something about different beers and IPAs and the process.
Listen,
I always loved it.
This man had it made with dollar beer nights in college. At the HBCUs, man, we found that one dude who was 21. Go in there and get the cheapest beer you get a the 32 pack of Natty Light or something crazy. But ice, whatever it was, man. So I drank a lot of bad beer coming up.
I had my share of 40. I had a 40 before. Just that
8-ball.
Not.
But I did hear you say you said that like you always been interested in like the systems and the science behind the beer. But like when I hear people say that, I'm always thinking like, why? I done had a bunch of shit that I ain't never think, hey, how the hell did they make this? Like when you was drinking the Henny, you ain't say, oh God, this Henny good. Let me see how they make this.
No, man, I got a math science and engineering background, and 5 years old, I was taking apart my dad's Beta Max, his VCR, making him upset about that. Sorry, Dad, I'll buy you a new one.
Really?
Yeah, I always liked the way mechanics, how things work. I saw my first brew system. I was like, I want to build that. It's like, what? It was the beer because like you can't go to Cognac or France. I can go to a brewery in Baltimore and see the brew system. I can't go to anywhere.
True.
I'm not going to that. I don't even know what a Henny factory is. I don't know. I never even seen a Henny bottle. I saw them inside of a brown paper bag growing up. I never saw the bottle until I was 20. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
So as you
Darius jokes about Darius jokes about being into the science of it, man, but that really was a lot of the ways we were able to get moving forward so quickly because the third person that we had prior, he was the home brewer. They brought me in because I was a money guy, banking background, things of that nature, and Darius was kind of going to do the operations.
Yeah.
So when another opportunity was presented for our other partner, this guy being the STEM person, he jumped right in and nerded out on the systems and the processes and all the chemicals involved. So, I'm thankful that he's the science beer nerd that he is. It's the best.
Yeah,
So
that's actually.
I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's interesting. That fact that the home brewer stepped away, and y'all was like, you know what? Let's still keep going. Like you could have just said, forget it. But no, it actually made y'all go even harder. It seemed like.
We thought about saying, all right, let's chill for like a day. And Travis has a saying, like, just gung ho, like whatever, let's go. Like, so wherever we go, if we think something not gonna happen, something's not, he's like, nah, man, let's go.
Yeah, I couldn't let him pass because the brew we tried the first time as the three of us failed, and then while we were waiting to get back together next weekend, he jumped in and made successful beer. So I'm like, let's go. Like first shot, if you were successful, we can make it work.
So Travis said, she won't eat that.
Shout out to JB, man. JB's a good dude, man. We owe a lot to him helping us getting going. But he's working on his family and education and life, and he's killing it. Just not in the beer scene. So
no doubt.
Shout out to JB.
That
was our third guy.
So would y'all think about bringing somebody else on for brewing?
No.
Down the road, because Darius can't do it by himself forever. And I help out, and I'm learning as we go along some things. But it's always great if you want to have some time for yourself at some point to have other people involved. So as we start this thing and really get a solid base, the answer is no. But down the road, absolutely. And we've met a lot of talented brewers so far along the way that we have a short list already.
Okay. So let's get into the actual the brewing, the actual brewery. Like, one, what does the name mean, and like how did y'all come on with that?
Oh man,
I'll defer.
Oh,
it's all about this guy here.
I hate
Son
telling the
up on some
story because
gypsies.
my dad's gonna listen and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was oh man, I was a tumultuous teenager in Baltimore.
I like the way you said that.
You know, I butted heads a lot with my dad, and you know, didn't always do what I needed to do in school, and it's kind of all over the place. You know, luckily I got a older brother who kind of stepped in and talked to me and helped me out. But one of the ways I coped with like just trying to make it through high school and then get myself into college and do things was to write. So I wrote and wrote and wrote. I wrote a lot. I still write from time to time. Everything, stories, comedy. I just write whatever's on my mind. And at one point, like 10 years after writing, I kind of turned it into a book. And the book was like, hey, this is everything that happened to me from like 17 to like some, high school stuff to, like post college. And I gave that book a name. And that name kind of, evolved into some other names. And then when we became two, we were like, man, we got to change the name because we're not three guys. It was like, oh, like three dudes making beer or something. Like, nah, we can't use that anymore. And I was like, yo, what about this book I wrote? And he's like, well, tell me about the book. He's like, I don't know about that. And, we shortened it because in the book I wrote, the title is Gypsum Love and Saltpeter Thoughts, right? So we just took the beginning of the book, Gypsum Love, and we found out that, like, hey, we're using gypsum every time we brew. Like, that's one of our key ingredients. That's kind of like not a secret to our beer, but we use a lot of gypsum, calcium chloride and stuff. And then, it's for the love of brewing, and it just stuck. And Trevor's like, yeah, that's catchy. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I feel like it should mean something, so it definitely means a lot to Darius. So I'm like, let's roll with it.
So I don't know. Maybe that book will come out one day.
Maybe.
Well, I'm about to say, you ever had the book at the opening? Like, you gotta be there signing copies of it.
Hey, look, that book opened a lot of wounds. People may be driving up to Delaware, like, yo, it's like the book that Tay Diggs wrote.
Yeah. What was that movie? Wedding
Best Man.
It's like it is exactly like that. And I got homeboys that will be like, yeah, no. No, everybody's older with kids and stuff. Like, nah, man. So
after this episode, everybody's like, yo, we gotta hear this book now.
Right.
We
gotta change the names to protect the innocent. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Everybody knows who that is, right?
Never coming out. Oh man, but yeah, that's what Gypsum Love came from, and we just roll with it, man.
So this brewery gonna have like minerals and crystals and stuff in it?
I don't know if I'm that.
Yeah. I'm not a crystal guy, man. I don't practice. I'm not there as much as I need to be, but I'm a believer. So crystals ain't gonna fly. My mama drive up here.
You gotta have like a gypsum. Ain't gypsum like a mineral, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a salt.
Yeah. So I have a block of it or something. I don't know.
We gonna have some blood pressure medicine, I guess. Be a hypertension for black folks. I don't know.
No, that's dope, yo. So let's talk about the staple, like the staple beer that y'all have at the location. What's your main beer?
So Close Proximity is our flagship. It's a hazy IPA. But I'll tell you, and it's a fantastic beer. I don't know if you guys have checked out our Instagram. You can see the labels, things of that nature. We got a couple pictures up there, and we're actually brewing a couple things this week coming up. But we had an event at the Maker's Alley end of the year last year where we highlighted our Black IPA for the holiday, and that really took off. So we have a flagship. We have some collabs coming up. There's a lot of things that we want to put, of course, our best foot forward with everything that we put out there. But you know what? We have a flagship, but sometimes the people decide what that flagship is. If it's the one selling the most, guess what? That's probably the flagship. So We're focusing on close proximity, the hazy, but we'll see what the people think.
Okay.
It's funny because like I don't like the beers that everybody else likes. Like everybody loves the hazies. I think the cool thing about us is that we don't like the typical hazy beers. Now I'm not drinking 14%, stouts either, but I like a West Coast. We did a West Coast that did well. Hazy did really well. The Black IPA is kind of what got us on the map, even though that wasn't my favorite beer. It killed.
It's my favorite.
It's his favorite beer, and it absolutely dominated. Like we did an event, it kicked within like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've never been to a beer fest anywhere where any beer has kicked in 30 minutes. There were head brewers from other breweries in Delaware that tried it and was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Black IPA, hazy.
Say it loud.
Say it loud is the name of our Black IPA.
I like that.
And it's on Untapped too. So
it's on Untapped, yeah. So Bizarre Ride is our West Coast. I'm a big hip hop head. We're both big hip hop dudes, like crazy hip hop. Like we'll go anywhere and start a like discussion with like 30 random people about the best hip hop album of all time.
Listen, I had to fight to be a hip hop guy because growing up in PG County, he was all go.
Right.
That's true.
So what is the vision of the space? I know you said you're both hip hop heads, but like even the like how many taps, like what's the system that you think it's going to be in the space? Like what is that going to look like come October?
It's a pretty cool vibe. I'm a big fan of like a lot of natural walnut. I build a lot of cabinetry and stuff, so I got a cool vision. Travis kind of thought about like how he wanted to feel when he walked in and what he wanted the vibe to be, and I came up with like how I wanted it to look. So I always wanted to like earth tones, like dark navies, walnut, like when you watch New York Undercover and they went to the to the club afterwards.
What's his name? Jazzies?
Jazzies, yeah. or like Love Jones. Like how you felt when you watched Love Jones.
Yeah, the Love Jones vibe. Yeah.
Jones.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Trevor's like, we got to do like our trivia and our music and
I like this. I like this already because, like, I was going to say, sometimes what happens because it is some black-owned breweries out there, but you don't know when you step in there that it's for us. It looks like they just it's black-owned, but we know who drinks beer, so we gonna have them. We want them there. And then you go to the breweries that's not black-owned. And all their beers is named freaking hip hop songs and all this shit. And it's like, really? Like, what's happening?
Listen, man, we definitely want to stay in touch with our culture. We want to definitely support, local business and give black brewers and black artists. We have some visions on different things we're going to do within the brewery, give them their platform. So from a standpoint of what's on tap, we're gonna keep our stuff, and we have, other friends that brew, and hopefully we're gonna have them on tap as well. Supporting the community is important. Supporting black brewers is important, as you can tell with the shirts we have here. Black Brewers Matter today.
Right.
But we don't want to. Of course, we don't want to alienate. Our neighborhood's gonna be predominantly white there, right?
Right.
So we'll have beer that can have as well, but we're gonna always represent what we have.
Right. All right, that's what's up. So, and I don't know. Do you know what? I guess in terms of the how many taps, like what are you looking to start off with in terms of like how many taps?
Oh yeah, so we got a really small setup. I'm using a lot of like automation and everything to kind of capitalize on the space.
Okay.
It'll be like 15 taps. Like our cold box is tiny, like tiny. Like a cell, like a jail cell type. So we had to, kind of think of some creative ways. Again, like we used to say a shoestring budget. Now we say
dental floss
budget. but 15 taps. We got a 30-foot bar. We got bench seating on one side with like really intimate, like long benches, and then the bistro tables on the other side. So you can either sit at the bar or you can kind of have like an intimate moment on the other side of the bar. It's a galley style, so it's really long, and then we'll have like benches and stuff kind of at the front, and then
A couple high tops, yeah.
high tops, and hopefully an tiny little outdoor section. Hopefully,
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, indeed. Newport,
No.
City of
Yo,
Newport.
I can't wait to see this show.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm excited for y'all because it's like and the only reason I'm saying this is because we've had the discussion about we don't brew though, so there's a big chunk missing. But
Look,
we've always discussed like black-owned breweries in Delaware. So because it isn't any. And so we was like, we have to be the ones to open it, and we don't freaking know how to brew beer. So it was like, that's kind of now we gotta look for a brewer and do all this stuff. But to see y'all
We're here now, man.
yeah,
we officially first black-owned brewery that it's a gift and a curse, right? Because we can't be trash.
right.
Yeah. No, not at all.
That's true.
So like we're at 100 miles an hour. Like this dude emails me and texts me every 5 minutes, like, yo, paperwork this. I was like, I never met somebody so dedicated to paperwork and legal stuff. And I was like, yo, I don't know how to do this, bro.
Yeah. It's organic, man. It's not like I love it. It's just I want it out the way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's exciting, man, to be the first black-owned brewery, man, in the state. And we want to be a hub for the black beer culture. We all know each other anyway. And we're all close, so
Yeah, it's only like 15 of us.
yeah.
Maybe not.
I was gonna say the black beer culture in Delaware, everybody knows who they are.
It's
We all know each other.
15 might be too much. Hey, shout out to Melanated Matchmakers.
Melanated, yeah, my man.
Shout out to Melanated. Shout out to Dig. Our boy
Burnell,
Dig. Burnell.
Amani, Dina.
Yeah, shout out
whole
to them.
crew.
See, everybody.
Look, that's it. We named it. It's only 4 people.
But I think it's big. The one thing we want to do, like this, it's not a gimmick. We're a black-owned brewery, but we're grounded in good beer.
Right.
We're gonna have a good environment. Listen. I can't wait for you guys to come out, man. You're gonna walk up front. And you're like, okay, what's going on? But when you open the door, it's gonna be that speakeasy vibe. You're like, okay, I see what it is.
Okay.
Right. So we're excited, man.
So have y'all heard anything because like we discussed earlier, you were saying like it's in a predominantly white area, right? Have y'all heard anything from like the neighborhood, the area? Like, are they
not yet, man? But part of the process is getting letters out to the people within like 1,000 feet. That's what we're planning to do. But we're planning on canvassing that neighborhood anyway, because that's gonna be bread and butter right there.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of blue collar too. Like, blue collar guys, work hard as they should, will reward themselves, Like blue collar workers built the country. They work really hard. They deserve a beer or two or whatever they want.
Yeah.
Right.
So we would love to be the hub that gives them the beer. We love to have regulars. The brewery that was in that area before serviced a lot of blue collar. From what we know, they just didn't make a lot of creative beers and kind of stuck in one lane. And that may have been one of the challenges that they faced to kind of stay open.
Mm-hmm.
We're not like that. We're going to make something for them, something for them, and then something for us.
The thing is, if you want to break down barriers, a good product always does that. So if good beers there, people are going to come.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. And next year, this time, y'all will be part of Delaware Beer Week. Or Wilmington Beer Week, I should say.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is.
Cannot wait. Or Delaware Beer Week, whatever it's going to be, right?
Right, yeah.
Nah. Man, I got to drive to Middletown. Man, that's so tough. Hey, look, we love First State. We love our boy AJ. AJ's, man, he's
good people, yeah.
I'm telling you, like one of the smartest beer people I've ever met. So shout out to AJ and First State, man.
Now, speaking of that, do y'all have any projects that y'all are working on as well that are coming up?
We got a collab that's pretty big. I don't know if we can say who, Rob, yet. I thought we were gonna be able to say who.
We'll be dropping something on Juneteenth. It's gonna be a big deal. It'll be a collab.
It'll be a collab.
All right.
Yeah. So
All right.
first black-owned brewery, first beer that we do that's major, Juneteenth. It is a hazy too. So
like
Who's that collab with?
Hey, you gotta ask. Why not? Might have slipped up.
You got with us.
Spit it out. Oh no.
Hey man, it's just MPD. Like,
we part of the media. We always try to get you.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we do. Stir up shit.
And look, Darius joked about a high life and being a champagne of beer, man. But I'm tell you what, I'm a beer connoisseur, man. I don't mind a high life every now and then. That's a good beer. Say what you want.
So y'all gonna have something like that. Y'all gonna have something like that at the brewery because, like you said, blue collar neighborhood. You gotta have something that they be like, oh, I got you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do a pale ale. We got a pale ale recipe. It's funny because we did a pale ale, and Travis was like, "Man, make it good." So we made it strong, basic fundamentals.
Basic fundamentals. Yeah.
It's our pale ale. So all of our beer names. So backstory: Travis and I both come from teachers.
Parents are teachers. Yeah, my mother.
Both of our parents are teachers, and we always talk about like grammar. So you'll hear us like correcting yourself, correcting grammar, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And you'll hear him say, due to Doug. And I'm like, come on, man. So we decided to make our beer names something that will make our parents frustrated. So like all of our beer names are under. So like absolutely certain basic fundamentals and close proximity mean the same thing. It's like saying
12 Midnight. Which 12 Midnight was the original name of the Black IPA, but we really wanted to represent it. We'll say it loud. So things are kind of morphing. We started with the double entendres, and we'll still have those, but we want our beer names to have some significance. Definitely kind of some subliminal messages.
Man, the pale ale that we did turned out to be like 7.4, 7.5%, and we released it. It was like, oh, it's a pale ale. Everybody thought it was like 5%. They were trash in this event.
Yeah.
I was like, you sure you want another pale ale? He was like, it's a pale ale. I'm like, yeah, it's 8% almost. I think it was like 7. Yeah, they were having a good time.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's what's up. Now for like people who want to like in terms of like people who want to support, I see you wearing kind of merchandise now. Like how can people support before the brewery actually opens? Like can they buy merchandise or anything like that?
I'm glad you asked. We definitely we sold a lot of the merchandise at our last event, and we should have everything up on the website available for sale or on IG. We'll figure out exactly where we're going to do it, but we definitely have merchandise for sale.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Black Brewers Matter are going up ASAP. Mm-hmm. Hey, please buy our merch. That's why we said dental floss budget.
Yeah, so because y'all not doing anything, because I haven't heard it, I haven't seen anything, but you're not doing anything. Like we've seen other breweries that do like a not GoFundMe, but it's, I forgot what it's called.
A start. What is it?
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. So Kickstarter and GoFundMe. Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah. We talked about that. We'll probably put a GoFundMe up soon. Because like you said, the budget's tight. We could use some help, and if we can get some assistance, that'd be fantastic. But we're taking our time. We got a nice time frame out before we want to actually open.
Like government assistance.
Listen, the government got some assistance.
We're gonna be the first Section 8 brewery.
They be like, "Yep, they black homes."
That's gonna have cheese and everything else.
It's interesting, man. But as we go through this journey, we're finding that there's always ways to find solid deals, and we're not cutting any corners when we find these deals. It's like we're gonna do. We know exactly what we want this brewery to look like, and we have a vision of what we want it to be. So we're not cutting any corners. Now we're finding good deals. We're not cutting any corners and compromising what we want.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
So before the brewery opens, like where can people find like or taste the beer? Like, will you be at beer festivals throughout the country or the locally? Like, where can they find Gypsum?
Yeah, keep an eye on our IG page, Gypsum Love Brewing on IG, and we have beer pages as well. I'm at Taproom Trav, and he's at the Gypsum Griot. So anything we have coming up, we're going to announce it there clearly. We have right now something coming up in New Orleans. We have a Barrels on the Bayou in New Orleans. So not local. I mean, not a lot of people are going to be in New Orleans, but we figured it was a good opportunity to get down there and get our beer out from a national standpoint. So we're excited about that coming up in April.
That's in April. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll probably try to do something in May. Lord willing, our license and stuff will be ready, so we'll be able to sell some cans.
Yeah,
so
we're shooting for sales, distribution and sales in May.
Yeah. So
y'all gonna do local distribution?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Self
distribution. Yep.
Okay.
Like Master P. We're selling cans of beer out of the car, you know.
That's it.
Well, that's how they started, and I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Right? Why not?
Yeah.
We always say, Travis and I always say, whenever we go to a brewery that we really like, and he's very motivational dude, like, oh man, we can do this. I'm like, ooh, and then he says, well, why not us? And I always thought that was a powerful statement.
Yeah, why not?
You know, whenever you look in the mirror as a Black person, you know, you see folks who are not like us do things, and then you always have to say, why not us?
Right.
Why not? Because, you know, we work harder to get to the same point. And, you know, it's not a diss on anybody who, you know, has built anything. I just know what we've gone through just to do this little portion of what we're doing. And it's a lot, you know. So we know there probably will be people who don't come to our brewery because, you know, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders is the best hip hop album of all time. Hard stop.
No, I agree. I cannot.
Yo, that's crazy one.
I'm not coming. I'm sure.
That's crazy.
Hey, I will listen. I know we're getting an interview, but I want to know what you guys' top hip hop album of all time is. I want to know.
I just told them what their favorite is.
Yeah. Of all time.
Well, I got two because they're one solo and one's
a group.
One's a group. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Wu-Tang 36 Chambers.
Yeah, that's Wild's great.
Came out on the same day.
Same day as Midnight Marauders.
Wild's great say that was mine. 36 Chambers is like probably the top.
And All Eyes on Me by Tupac is my second favorite. So.
Okay,
that's a good
That's
one.
not bad though. I like that.
That's not bad. It's respectable. I mean, I love Wu, man. We talk about Wu all the time. They crack me up because those dudes have supreme confidence in themselves, man. Sometimes I don't know what they're talking about, but they deliver it so well, it works.
Nah, he talking about what's the word?
Capadonna.
Yeah, what is this?
Capadonna is our least favorite Wu-Tang member.
I don't know what he said, man. Yo, no idea.
But he wasn't on the first album. He was in jail.
Yeah, he wasn't. But still, woo, boy.
Maybe that'll be our third part here. Come in like Capadonna. Like he was always around. He was just locked up.
Try to think my top 5 of the greatest rap songs, honestly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think you know, one thing that we don't talk about is like how music is going to be a big part of like our brewery. You know, we are such big hip hop fans. We will have like instead of doing trivia, we'll do like hip hop debates, you know, like formal debates. You know, he grew up in like the best part of the hip hop era, and I was kind of right behind that. You know, I remember going to get A Tribe Called Quest. My brother's a big time house music DJ in Baltimore. Shout out DJ Mark Henry.
DJ Mark Henry.
It's my older brother. I love him to death. Man, just listening to him change like songs with the steering wheel from Biggie, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to listen to this all the time. Let's go. So the hip hop is going to be a big part of what we do, man. Like, I'm not saying we're going to have hip hop artists there,
right?
But there'll definitely be some good music, good sound system all the time. Vinyl, absolutely going to have vinyl, no matter what.
I mean, we've talked to a couple breweries, and we've been to a couple breweries where they have had some hip hop artists come and do a collab with them, a collab beer, like Styles P did one in at Orchestrated, was it Orchestrated Minds? And Fort Lauderdale. So hey, I mean, why not? Yeah.
Why not?
No. See, but Midnight Marauder did something tricky though, because you didn't know when the song started and ended, so you just felt like you was kept on listening.
The whole album, long song.
You're like, oh, my bad. I didn't know it was a different song.
Good song. Good song, but long song.
We talked about, just to jump back, as far as being the first Black brewery, like we really tapped into some of the, really keep a close eye on some of the other Black breweries in other states. So we've had conversations, Rhythm Brewing, what's the group out of Kansas City that I love?
Oh, he's a big fan of Vine Street.
Vine Street.
Their online presence is the best thing ever.
Yes, it is.
I'm like, oh man, y'all are like
this. I hope we get a chance to get out there and check them out. But when we get everything going, I think it breaks down barriers, man. Other Black people that brew say, okay, if these guys can do it, we can do it too.
Right.
We're always gonna have our door open and look to help, man. The beer community is fantastic. I will say that.
All right, that's what's up. That is fantastic.
Let me ask you this though, like when you guys say like, and it's crazy I even got access, but like when you say like you guys are into hip hop and that's what type of vibe that y'all have at the brewery, like that, do y'all think that's going to turn other people away? Because the thing is, when I think about it, like I don't care what the fuck the brewery's playing that I go into. If I want a beer, I'm gonna just go in there and get it anyway. But everybody like that.
I'll take this one. Yeah. Like we went to First Date not that long ago to get our stamp, and there was a guy, white guy, playing the guitar and singing, and he played the guitar and sang for an hour straight. I was like, this dude's about to pass out. But he played everything from Hall & Oates to Journey to Prince to Michael Jackson to Led Zeppelin,
Commodore.
So, like, we will have a dedicated hip hop night, and I think that is fair.
Right. Okay.
But like, everything is going to be on the radio. But the only difference between us and every other brewery is that there will be a hip hop night. Period.
Right. Okay.
So, if you don't like that, then come on Wednesday instead of Thursday.
And I love some good yacht rock. I love some good yacht rock. So every now and then I listen to good.
Yeah. My thing is like I just like me personally. I just like music. Period. I don't care what kind of music it is. If it sounds good, I like it. Like if it's just trash,
way, man.
I don't care what kind it is. I'm gonna listen to it. And so a lot of things.
I think the fact that we share the same viewpoint. Honestly, we talk hip hop, and we'll have a lot of beers and beer names, and maybe nights that are inspired by hip hop trivia, things of that nature. But we definitely are music fans in general. So we'll be to reach a broad audience.
Rob said yacht rock, and I'm thinking Hall & Oates and Michael McDonald right now. Like,
that's definitely yacht rock.
Yacht rock, yeah, little Christopher Cross.
Oh man,
there you go.
Cross, you know what I mean?
There you go. That's actually pretty great.
You have a cross.
That's why he's the money guy.
That's actually, I am. If you don't do it, I'm be upset. I think now you have to do that.
Okay. I got you, Rob. What happened?
That's too genius. Like, why did I think of that type of moment? Like some people gonna probably say, "Why did I think of that?" For sure. All right. Any other questions you have, yo?
Nah, I just can't wait for them to open up so I can be there.
Not as bad as we can't wait to open up. I'll tell you that.
Man, we're so excited, man. I think we got some great support from all of our friends who we see every week at Brew Share and Trivia, and family. Our family's been very supportive, which is crazy because we're selling hooch. You know, it's so much love in the beer community. I just wish the rest of the world could see if everybody drank beer, everybody would be cool because the beer community is the coolest community ever. Period.
That's true. A lot of people don't know that, but it definitely is. They have no
you don't know how many breweries we go into, and tell them we're opening a brewery. We're getting a tour immediately. Like, just come on in the back. Let me show you what's going on. Like, I don't know of any other industry that has that welcoming vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. For sure. I guess I have my last question. I guess it's off topic, but definitely not off. It's off topic, but not off flavor. So since you asked us about our hip hop, what are your top 5 hip hop albums of all time?
Oh, albums?
Midnight Marauders.
Oh, damn.
That is my son's name, by the way. Dylan. No, not Dylon. But he does that to my son all the time. And my son is like, what does that mean?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna go
albums?
Albums?
Oh, man. I'm a little older than y'all, man. So I'm gonna go Fear of a Black Planet, Public Enemy.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw Midnight Marauders in. Reasonable Doubt.
All right.
Ready to Die.
You ain't that much older than us.
I'm 36 Chambers, man.
You
didn't say the Beastie Boys or Cool
Yeah, like he was gonna say Cool.
Listen, I've seen it all, man.
Basketball.
I think I came right after like the whole hip hop Hibbity after that.
Right.
So everything from Houdini, EPMD, right into Rakim, and then everything up.
Right. They was expecting you to be like world class wrecking.
World class.
Yeah, that's what I thought was saying.
Like, Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say, well, wait, first of all, you know I was in Breaking, so
You was in Breaking. What? Yeah, that's funny.
That's how I was gonna start. Well, I was in Breaking, so we got to start here.
Sorry, yeah, I was in D Street. You know what I mean? That was me.
Oh man, for me, let's see. For me, I would say Midnight Marauders, of course. Illmatic, because when Illmatic came out, you know,
that's a good one.
I was either, I don't know, like 11, you know, young enough to know kind of what hip hop was. So Midnight Marauders, Illmatic. I'm gonna go with Gangstar, Hard to Earn.
Okay.
Because to me, there's no better combo. There's no better duo. And then, you know, I love Mobb Deep, but Primo is just, he's the definition. So Hard to Earn. I'm gonna go with Enter the 36 Chambers, of course. And you know, I'm gonna get Joke for my number 5 because I've been listening to it a lot. I'm gonna get Joke, but Camp Low. I love it. I love that album right now. Right now, I love it. It's great.
Not the Geechee.
I don't think I've actually listened to the whole Camp. I mean, I like some of their songs, but I don't think I actually
the whole whole album's crazy.
I like it right now, man. It's just dope. I mean, my 5 always song, right? You know, and then they just don't stop smiling through the whhole video. I just a happy vibe. That's true. No, I'm all right. So no, I take that back. My number 5, that was a joke. My number 5 is Bizarre Ride, Far Side.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Far Side is so our West Coast is called Bizarre Ride. Our West Coast out there.
Yeah.
So Far Side, I was a big Far Side fan. West Coast.
Passing me by. That's just my joint.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
that's still.
If you don't talk about Jay Dilla in Lab Cab in California, that's a whole. We need a whole other hour to talk about Jay Dilla.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, before we go, what do you want people to know about Gypsum Love, the brand, and what can people, and just to wrap it up in terms of what people can expect when it opens in October?
Both of us have to go. I just want the people to know that, man, Gypsum Love is rooted in really good beer, man. Just good beer and community. You know, we have a lot of ideas of things we're going to do in the community to really reel in the community and give people an opportunity to have their talents on display. So good beer, community, nice environment.
All right.
I'd say, for me, just know that we're going to make every type of beer that you can think of around the world. We mentioned DC, so like there's Ethiopian beers that we've been talking about. There's Belgian ales, there's braggots, pilsners, lagers, stouts,
How about an ESB?
triples, doubles, quads. I love a good ESB. I love a good. There's a place out in Manioc that's got a great ESB. So all types of beers, like not just a hazy IPA. So what he said, plus all types of beers.
And I gotta ask this question for Lou, because he hate one-offs. Are y'all doing a lot of one-offs, or is there gonna be some stuff?
Yeah, that's true.
I think we're gonna do a lot of. I'm a big fan of like series and collectibles and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna do a lot of collabs. We're definitely gonna collab with our homeboys who we hang out with.
Absolutely.
Melanated. We'll do collabs with them as often as they will allow us. And then, I don't know, man. We're gonna do like Jordans, man. Like limited releases. Like why not?
Yeah,
I got you. All right.
it's got to be a beer called Why Not, just to let y'all know. So, yeah, it's
We
gonna
got
happen.
Yacht Rock. We got Why Not. We got
Yes,
Crisscross.
We got a lot
Yeah.
of Crisscross and Christopher Cross.
Man, I
Yeah.
gotta write that
Yeah.
down. My memory is not as good, especially not after 2 resurrections.
That's how crazy saying it after 2 resurrections.
Lazarus, is that you? All right. Once again, we want to thank Darius and Travis of Gypsum Love Brewing
Yes,
for coming
sir.
on the podcast.
Appreciate it.
Guys.
Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate
y'all,
you.
Before we go, we always like to know how people can find you on the World Wide Web. They can keep up with you, learn about more about the story. Like, where can they find you all on these social medias and World Wide Webs?
With the Instagram is our main location. Honestly, we have the website, but there's not a ton of information on there. But the Instagrams that we have, Gypsum Love Brewing, of course, is the IG. My beer page is Taproom Trav, and this is the Gypsum Gree up with Darius. So you'll get any updates. Everything you need is right there.
Word.
All right. Yo, where can they find you?
You can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
All right. And you can find Lou Belgium at Lou Belgium on Instagram. If you can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can say Alexa play Bruising Banter Podcast because we're on Amazon Music. You can also check us out on Instagram at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can go to www.bruisingbanter.com if you want to find out more about what we're doing. And if you want to get merch like this, there you go. And like that, there you go. And we got some other stuff coming soon for you as well. Now, if you want to follow me, Rob Stay Bruising. Is it here?
Yeah.
I gotta ask now because it's on the other side on my phone. I mean, on my screen is the opposite. Rob Stay Bruising on Instagram. There it is. This has been another episode of Bruising Banter Podcast. Until next time,
Have a good